Hi, this is Garry Harrington from Rum Village Nature Center, and I'm a naturalist and I teach people about nature and wildlife. And I'd like to share some information with you guys regarding reptiles. And one of them happens to be this guy right here, a box turtle. So this guy is really a cool animal. I'll tell you the story about this guy. Somebody had this, actually, it was a teacher at Riley High School. And that teacher had this guy at Riley High School, and she had it for 25 years. Before that, a student had it for several years. That was okay for her to own this animal, but the laws have changed. A very important law has been put into place, and that is you are not supposed to take box turtles out of the wild and keep them as pets. And here's why. This guy's really cool, and for that reason, a lot of people want to take them home. You're not supposed to do that because the numbers are going down, down, down. So here's my advice. If you see a box turtle like this, yes, they are cool, I love them, but I don't take them out of the wild either. If I've got my camera in the form of my cell, I take that out, click, take a picture. Wow, he's cool. I can enjoy that for the rest of my life if I want to. I can save that turtle's life by not taking out of that habitat. I can ensure that there are lots and lots of other turtles in the future by keeping him there. So what's happened to these guys? They're losing their habitat. They live in forested areas. They do not live in the St. Joseph River. They do not live in area lakes or streams. These are terrestrial turtles, and they're more along the lines of a tortoise for that reason. They go into the water to get a drink. They go into the water to soak, but they don't live in the water like other kinds of turtles do. They live on land. So painted turtles, yep, they're in the St. Joseph River, as are map turtles, as are snapping turtles, but not this guy. So what's happened is we're building and expanding in St. Joseph County in the Michiana area rapidly. For that reason, these guys are becoming scarce. So the best thing you can do is leave them where they are if you find them in the wild, or move them off the road. That's one way we can help turtles out. Only if you can do it safely. And especially for little kids, you need mom or dad's help to do that, or your big brother and sister. You can carefully move them off to the side of the road, put them in the direction that they're traveling. Don't put them in the opposite direction, because they know where they want to go. They're going to turn around and risk getting hit all over again if you put them in the opposite direction. So place them, please, on the opposite side of the road in the direction that they're going, and hopefully this guy will live to be a very old turtle. And if we're talking about old turtles, we're talking about, get this, as long as 100 years. That's a long time for a person, let alone a little turtle. So it's really amazing that these guys can live that long. On the St. Joseph River, we have snapping turtles that can live as long as 150 years. Turtles are very long-lived animals. The best place for them is in the St. Joseph River if they're aquatic turtles, on land if they are a forest-living turtle like this box turtle. There's something really cool about this guy, and I'm looking at his eyes right now. He's got very red-colored eyes, so that tells me, aha, a boy. The boys almost always have red eyes. The girls have eyes that are a little bit brownish color. So he's got those brilliant red eyes. That tells me he's a boy. He's got a high dome-shaped shell, so that tells me he's different than the aquatic turtles because they don't have that high dome-shaped shell. He needs that for protection. That's his home. It's his protection. And when he is scared, he will withdraw inside that shell. It's hinged on the front part. It's hinged there on the back part. This turtle is relatively tame. He's been in captivity a long time. He doesn't withdraw into his shell very often because he doesn't feel threatened. But when he does, he'll pull inside that shell. He's sealed almost like a clam. So a predator like, let's say, maybe a fox that might want to eat him, if he comes up to that turtle and he's a wild turtle, he'll pull inside that shell. He might bite at it, he might scratch at it, he might knock it end for end, but that turtle will not want to come out. He doesn't want to be somebody's dinner. Eventually, the turtle will sense the danger is gone. When that fox leaves, he'll slowly open up his shell, he'll stick his head outside, he'll look both ways. If the way is clear, away he'll go. And he'll live another day because of that shell. And the interesting thing is, who knows, maybe 1,000 times in his lifetime, the shell saved his life. That's one of the reasons he can live as long as 100 years. Very amazing.